Welcome back to Thanks
Thanks
for the
the
Trauma. Well, ladies, it's been quite a week or two. Lots to catch up on, I guess. Seeing how you ladies have been. What's been going on with you going back to school?
Just busy.
Busy?
I have no time for myself.
Oh, I hear ya. What about yourself?
I feel like that the same. Like the whole summer just flew by, and the time
Yeah.
that we're at now, it's like, oh my gosh.
I know.
And how many episodes that we actually recorded over the summer and stuff like that.
What
It's
are we up
crazy.
to, like 20 something?
No, it's not
No,
that much.
Oh, it
Maybe
feels
like
like it.
15, 16.
I was
Okay,
gonna say,
close enough. I mean, come on, Angel.
but
Close
I mean,
enough.
can I just ask, how do you guys feel from like the first time we first start recording and stuff like that? Like,
Definitely, I don't know, like it's getting easier to talk about things. But then again, like they're still hard to me anyway.
what are you thinking?
I found more peace with a lot of stuff, more acceptance with like relationships that I have now
Mhm.
with people. Um, it's just, I mean, there's some moments that catch me off guard with the emotions where I'm like, where is this coming from?
Mhm.
Like if we're talking about mommy before JR,
Mhm.
and then like I got emotional in that one video, and I'm like, okay, I wasn't expecting that.
I think because we just know how our life was before.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And how like it was so different before.
Mm-hmm.
And just knowing how things were.
Mhm.
And then once JR got into the picture, how much it changed. It was just one way, and then all of a sudden it was just dark and different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
So
I'm saying? And it was like almost dividing.
yeah. So the reason why I asked that question is because I'm asking from the point where when we first got started and we were all like so nervous,
Mm-hmm.
and we had like our little things in the beginning of the videos, like I was like nervous hitting the table, or I was doing like there was just different things that we were doing because we were so uncomfortable because it was like the start of trying to do this, podcasts and stuff like that. And now where we are today, I feel like now like we're showing real emotions and we can be real and we're not really nervous about like anything that we're saying.
Yeah.
I want to point out too, like when you two, first started this, like you were just like out with the words.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was like no thought. It was just like let me just get this out because
Mhm.
you've been holding it in for so long, and now more like you're taking the time, you're thinking things through before you're like actually speaking those emotions. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
No, but that's what I was saying. That's why I asked the question. Like, how do you guys feel it's different now that we're talking? And I think that's what I was saying.
Well, I also think like in the beginning, I wasn't too sure. Like I had so much to say, and I still have so much to say.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how others were going to, and like, interpretate, like
or react,
react
Yeah.
or
toward it.
respond.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't realize how many people were going to be supportive.
Yeah.
And then
I was very shocked to see the amount of people respond and support us.
Well, I think it's crazy that it's the ex step siblings more supportive than our actual siblings.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they're actually saying that happened. I remember that stuff.
Yeah.
So you're saying our
Step siblings.
Yes.
Yes.
So you're saying they're the ones to say, hey, stuff that you're talking about now. Hey, I know this is like,
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
and I support you and stuff like that.
Like you two are the ones that are getting messages from them, not
Yeah.
really me.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I've gotten messages from complete strangers. I've gotten messages from neighbors, from friends, from, siblings, and siblings of step siblings, and 100% supportive.
and then what happened to you at our grocery store?
So, it was really crazy because I think we were on a delay for like a couple of days or something like that, and there was
Don't
someone at
cover
the
your mouth
oh,
because then people can't hear
they
you.
can't hear me. Yeah. So anyway, I was at the grocery store, and it was so unexpected that I was like thrown off so much because I had just gone into the grocery store just to grab a couple things, and this lady looked at me, and I thought, oh, she probably hasn't seen me in so long because I haven't been at my grocery store. I've been at a different grocery store for a while, and she stopped everything that she was doing, and she just came over and she goes, I need to give you a hug. And she goes, I would not have known what you had gone through as a child, because every day that you have walked into this grocery store, that's not the person you are,
Yeah.
you know? And as she was telling me that she just needed to hug me, as she was hugging me, I thought back when I think in our, I don't know if the episode has come out yet. I'm sure it's probably going to be before this one. But when we had talked about like mommy hugging us or embracing us, and this woman stopped everything she was doing and she came over and she embraced me. And I was like, wow, this is why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
This is why I'm doing this podcast, because someone actually feels the pain that I went through as a child.
Yeah. And there's always something about a really good hug,
And honestly, I don't know. I don't think she realized how much it impacted me. But we stood there for a couple of moments, and like I could see other people just around the store. Like I felt like the whole store stopped. You know how like you watch a movie?
Slow motion.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And everything stops, or even the person behind you at the register, they don't say anything. They're just totally quiet. And people are in a rush and stuff like that, but it was so important for that moment and stuff like that. And I was just overwhelmed, and like I tried to pull myself back because I wasn't expecting that,
Mhm.
that someone actually
Cared enough to
to
let
care
you
and said,
know.
hey, listen, I need to stop everything I'm doing and just come and give you a hug.
Yeah.
And I wish, like, when we went through the abuse that we went through as children, that mommy would have just came over and gave us a hug and said, you know what, honestly, this isn't right. But she allowed the abuse. And I think it's really frustrating to me that when you think about, our older siblings,
That one of
that,
our older stepsisters, I'm sorry, one of our older siblings would have just even hugged us and said, I know this isn't right.
well, even it's totally crazy to me. Like when you think about like these things that happen to us, even as a parent, as an older sibling or something like that, someone came and just like hugged you
Hugged
and said,
us.
hey, listen, this is not right.
Yeah. Or even let us know, hey, it's going to be okay or something.
Yeah.
And that, like, I had made a post a few weeks back, saying, maybe it's your turn to step up and
Mm-hmm.
protect us.
Mm-hmm.
And I was referring to our older siblings, like, it's your turn. It's okay to step up and finally talk,
Mm-hmm.
And
I just don't, I don't know why they're so fearful. Like, I mean, if you're
Those
speaking,
people aren't even around really anymore. I mean, the one person's still around, but
mm-hmm.
listen, I don't care about his opinion. But
Mm-hmm.
mommy and their dad, your dad,
Mm-hmm.
they're not here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
But
what are they fearful of, like people finding out their
yeah.
story?
I was speaking to my sister earlier today, and
Which sister's that? From your dad's
yeah,
side?
from my dad.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
mean,
going to mention her name because out
no,
of
it's
respect for
fine, but
her,
you have a lot of siblings, so
I do.
you gotta say
So I was
which
speaking
part
with
of your
her,
family.
and from my dad's side, and and I had an emotional morning. And I was speaking to her, and she said to me, she goes, I really wish we had a relationship or known each other, because I definitely would have stepped in and I would have protected you.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, I was actually talking to my mom this past weekend, and we
Mm-hmm.
were discussing your podcast. And
Mm-hmm.
she said, there is no way I would have let not just your sister, but any of her siblings. I would have taken all of them.
Yeah, live in that condition.
My older sister said that to me before on my dad's side, where I did share some of the stuff we went through with her a long time ago, and
Mm-hmm.
she's like, if I would have known, I would have tried to fight your mom for you and take you away from that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to hear.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know, how were they able to hide it so well?
Well, I also thought
We'll never
about,
know that answer.
We won't.
yeah, but another thing I was also thinking too is, as we're going through the last couple of weeks and stuff like that, I was thinking, the regular high school student comes home from school and stuff like that. They go into the kitchen, they get themselves something to eat or
Snack.
whatever or like, there's something, or, they go to a friend's house, whatever.
They sit, do
And
their homework.
yeah, and I just, and
Oh, they play video games. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, my son, your son, yeah, both play video games. But I just thought about it. I was like, I was trying to get done school a lot quicker and stuff like that. So in my senior year, just I think like your daughter did in her senior year, we had already had all our credits done. And so I was done by, I think like 11:50 or something like that. And I just remember coming home every day and, mommy and JR, or whatever you want to call them, we're just sitting in the living room and, just I walk into the house. I don't even know if they said hello or anything to me, but I
Not
already
even
knew
how
my,
was your day at
no,
school.
but I already knew my place. It was like to walk in the house and then walk into the basement.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my life.
And it's crazy because I remember when we lived in the projects, like life was so different because I remember sleeping at my friend's house, going to her house on Fridays after school.
I with a friend again. No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
no, I'm being serious.
That's the way Tracy survived.
Yeah,
Is by the friends.
my friends, honestly. And the crazy part about it is the friend that I would go spend the night at her house,
Mhm.
and it was up. Do you remember my friend that was hit by the car by the drunk driver?
Oh yeah.
2 houses away from her is where my sister lived.
Oh,
Like, how
damn,
crazy is that? Yes. Like, how crazy is that? And I had no idea that that was my sister.
That's crazy.
Is that not the craziest?
That's
Like, she was so close, but yet so far away.
Yeah.
there's moments in my life that I connected with people and I'm like, wait a minute, you were there around the same time I was, but they didn't cross your path yet.
Yes.
So
Mhm.
you just didn't know.
Right? How
Yeah.
crazy is that?
You know what I was thinking though last night? Where I was rewatching Welcome to Leicester Street podcast because I was putting up and you talked about like these little habits that we got from living, younger, where we keep the TV on. You
can't keep the bedroom door shut.
Yeah.
Fully.
I was just thinking too, like my door is always open.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, I shut it, but I am more of like keep it open. It
Mhm.
bothers me sometimes when people are making noise, and I'm like, oh man, why did I leave the door open? But
Mhm.
like, I don't know if it's because of the way we grew up when those bedroom doors were always locked. You couldn't get into those rooms. I think even when my kids were growing up, like I'm like, no, my room is always open. You come into my room whenever you want in the door. I never really shut my bedroom door because I never wanted them to feel like I was too busy for them.
Yeah.
Or I didn't have time for them.
This is another fear I always have too. Things being on the floor. Like my house is always clean anyway, and there's nothing laying around. But as a child, because everything was everywhere and so dirty, I was always afraid there was going to be a fire and we were going to be trapped because everything was so in
you needed a
disarray.
path. Yeah,
And
I
that we
think
needed a path. So that's why everything is so tidy. Like that I know where everything is because I need to make sure that I'm able to get out no matter what.
Well, even in my classroom with my students, if it gets too messy, I'm just like, time out.
Yeah, we
Let's
have
clean
to
up
brief
the
fix
room a
things.
little bit because like it just gives me anxiety.
Do y'all remember the song we used to sing to the kids when they were little?
Oh, clean.
Like clean up,
Was that a
everybody.
Barney song?
I don't care what song it is.
Or-
Okay, it got
Or we learned in church or something.
listen.
No, I think it was probably Barney. So let's just go back for a second. The thing about the door and stuff like that being open and stuff like that, I have to say, like with my granddaughter and stuff like that, my son-in-law like always shut her bedroom door and stuff like that. And it first bothered me for a while, and but they're parenting, and I respect them, parenting her and stuff like that. But the reason why they do that is because they say it's actually for a safety reason. If there's a fire or something in the house, like the smoke and stuff like that doesn't go into the bedroom or anything like that first. So
that is true.
Yeah,
it is a
so
fire
That
thing.
makes sense.
And that makes sense. And then another thing is that I was getting ready for her birthday party this week, and pieces of tinsel of this one of the decorations we're putting together and everything like that start coming off, and then I start reflecting back to one of our dogs.
Teddy.
Christmas.
Yeah,
Was that his name?
Teddy.
Yeah,
The
he
first
ate.
poodle that we got.
Yeah, he ate a little bit of tinsel,
And it wrapped around his intestines.
And
Yep.
I think he was still a puppy.
It was a teacup.
You sure he was a teacup? And then
It was a
Lady?
teacup.
I remember Lady too.
So that's another thing I thought about today. So now there's stuff that now I'm thinking about, like, because of us doing this podcast every day, I'm starting to think about like new like memories that are flashing back, you know, and then I start thinking about like, besides like the dogs like dying in the basement, I thought about like the dog with the tinsel. Then I thought about like, I think we had mentioned this also, the case of soda. I'm not going to name the case of soda. The door. Like I started thinking about like all these animals' lives that were taken because of such negligence, you know? So that's been like basically my weekend.
But it's also like the onion thing that we brought up so many times, peeling back the onion. So like layers and layers are coming undone, and now like you're remembering things that we have stuff so deep inside that we were like there were walls around our heart and our memories and all that. Now everything's coming down.
Yeah.
So I think for me, I think the most frustrating thing for me is like, and I think we say this in all of our podcasts. I mean, I think the last like 4 or 5 that may not have been shown yet, but I think the older siblings, like, you know, every week getting those phone calls or text messages and stuff like that.
Anything this last week?
No.
Actually, we haven't, but I'm curious. I think I know the reason why.
I think I know the reason why too.
Yeah, I'm not going to say. But anyway, when I hugged the woman at Publix, and I had shared some other things, and you know, about just support and stuff like that. And I thanked her for her support, and I had said about the other siblings' support and stuff like that. And she goes, "Well, maybe they didn't get the worst of it." And I was like, "I don't know."
No, yeah, I definitely think that.
Wow.
No, I definitely think that they.
It's not their time.
It's just they
talk about the truth,
and their time will come at some point, and
if they want to share.
I think I've been very honest. Where like when you're talking about the catty eye tail and all, like some of that stuff or getting hit, I really never got hit, but I witnessed you guys being hit. So that emotional, mental. I didn't get physical abuse, but those two that causes as much damage as physical abuse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you have those scars and stuff like that. And then you're also feeling the pain, seeing someone that you love, you know, and then also someone that you actually had it, like, you know, as a father figure and stuff like that, causing pain to your siblings and stuff like that. So I think that when we, you know, talk about when, you know, that episode and stuff like that, and then you're doing all the editing and stuff like that. So then you're watching it over again and you're like, stuff starts to like, you know, like, hey, you know.
Yeah, doing that stuff is very
time consuming.
Like you guys are just sitting here talking about your feelings, and then you go and do your thing. I am editing the videos. I am watching the videos. I'm putting it up on TikTok or YouTube or whatever. I'm like, you know, like, oh, what are we talking about this episode? So then I have to rewatch it again. So it is getting easier to watch the episodes. Like at first I'm like, oh, I don't like the way I'm talking. Oh, but you know what? It's me. It's who I am. It makes me who I am.
At the end of the day. Yeah. And I honestly, I never wanted to watch any of the videos of me doing the podcast or anything like that, because, you know, you're insecure with yourself, you know, just because of the way that we grew up and stuff like that. People were always judging us, you know, by our appearance, about the way that we smell, just about how we lived and stuff like that. And now I think I'm so comfortable in myself that it's not really a big deal, you know, to me.
Yeah. Listen, you have days that we look beautiful with makeup, and there's days that we don't. And listen, I'm having one of those days that I'm just no filter Tracy today.
Yeah, but I mean, can't you just live in that moment? I mean, just like it, why do you need to do anything?
I don't.
You just need to be real and truthful to yourself. You know?
Well, I've always felt like I need to have my hair done, a little makeup on before I went anywhere to make myself feel good. And now I'm like, you know, a little mascara. I never put like foundation, nothing like that on. Little mascara, that's all I need, because like this is me.
Yeah, exactly.
47 years old.
Listen, I'm 50 and I look like I'm 25. So listen,
she's drinking the Kool-Aid still.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Oh,
so another thing happened to you this week.
Oh,
where your daughter mentioned something that our mom has said to her, saying that your husband deserved someone better than you,
yeah.
and
So
that triggered emotions.
no, it actually. So okay. So what had happened was we were just talking and stuff like that, and then my daughter turned around and said that her grandma, my mom, said she always thought that my husband was too good for me.
Okay.
And like
Mommy said that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I told you this.
No. Angel said something a few minutes ago, but I wasn't understanding exactly the whole
I mean, she
concept.
said it in the
No.
message the other day, but she
Okay.
didn't really get into details because then she started talking to her other daughter. So.
Yeah. So basically, what had happened
Oh
was
yeah, I did read something. Okay.
So just let everyone know, we do have a little like group message
chat,
and
yeah.
stuff like that. When different things happen or different memories that come up, we share it. But anyway, she just shared that basically, mommy had said that basically, like, how did I catch this guy? Like, I mean, basically,
Are you sure? Are you sure she didn't mean how the karma catch you?
no. So she made it very clear. So I was so upset because I thought to myself, I was like,
That was a
how
joke, by the way, but
I know it's right. So I was really, really upset, really, really upset. And I just thought, how does a parent like actually say that, like to someone's child, like to their own granddaughter? Like this is her granddaughter that she's saying this to.
But that just shows her character, who she was. She always made it a competition between us.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you were doing something, oh, Bernie's doing this. If you were doing something, like she always made it a competition. She never praised us.
Mm-hmm.
She was too busy telling everybody else the praises, like, oh, my daughter's doing this or whatever. But like, she never just said, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I don't think, just like I go back to the hug thing, like how we talked about earlier in our podcast before, like about hugs. We never got that.
yeah.
And then also about the praises and stuff like that. We never got that. Like, do you actually remember any praises at all?
No.
No.
But that's why I was telling you the other day, like, look at the source of who said it.
Mm-hmm. I think that I was really disappointed because you actually said it to my daughter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you said that to my daughter, and how many years ago you said that to my daughter? And I was really disappointed that a parent would actually say that. Like, I would never say anything negative about anyone. You know, I even have where I work at and stuff like that. You know, new people come in and stuff like that, and they're asking me like, "Oh, how are the people that work here?" And I'm like, I will never say anything negative. You won't hear me talk about negative about anyone. I'll just direct them. I'm like, if you want to know something, you can go talk to that person. I'm not going to say anything negative.
No.
So I think that's what caught me off guard, and I was really upset about it. And Angel was so sweet. Angel came and checked on me, and that's why I texted you. But I guess,
and I did offer her a hug.
Yeah, and you did give me a hug. You did give me a hug.
That's horrible.
Because I was trying to make her feel better. Like,
no, not that part. I'm just saying in general, like that's horrible to say that.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I was trying to make her feel better. Like, look at the person. Like, I have accepted mommy for who she was a long time ago. Nothing anybody would tell me that she said about me would probably really affect me because I don't care about her opinion. I never really did. And I know that sounds harsh, but I made my peace with the past. And I've gone to so much counseling that is okay, that I could say I forgive somebody, but I don't have to let you back in my life.
And I think also the disappointment, like that's another thing. You know, just disappointment when I think the point that I'm trying to make is that I know that mommy had disappointed us all, right? But when she went to to our kids or something like that, and that like she said something to them, and I think that was my biggest disappointment. I was like, hey, you know what? Chapter 2 or next whatever for Thanks for the Trauma, it's our kids, things that mommy has said and done and stuff like that, But I don't know.
I feel like I protected my kids a little more than you guys did, because like your kids are a lot older.
Mommy was in their lives more than she was in your kids' lives. Yeah, she was barely
in my kids' lives, but I also like stopped it. You know, I did let her in their lives until that one day.
I think she became more ill toward
She's always had issues. Come on. Ever since
No,
I could remember, she's always had issues. My
not really. She
heart.
was up dancing at Tiffany's Sweet 16. She was, yeah, no. She became more,
Tiffany had a sweet 16.
yeah, yeah.
I didn't go to that
I
either.
didn't go to that.
So I didn't go to that. I didn't go to mommy's 70th
Yeah,
birthday,
I
but I
went
had
to
to.
that. I did go
But
to
I
that.
actually had to go to work. I didn't go to the 16 either because
Where were you
Listen.
at? Oh, you probably weren't talking to me then.
No,
probably.
she didn't go. Okay, it was really sad because nobody was there. Like I was there with
For
my
where? The
kids.
70th?
Mommy, you were there. Your
I'm the one.
wife was there.
Yeah.
I think I don't know if Asia showed up, but
Asia was there.
then you.
I thought my kids.
None of your kids came. But then you're like, it was like a week later. Come on, we need to have family dinner with mommy, and I was like, I don't want to go, and you kind of made me go because you.
That's the one we
You
had down
missed,
at
yeah.
Disney Springs.
You missed.
Yeah, but you
that.
have to understand where I work. Sometimes there's mandatory things, which
Yeah.
let me tell you.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, it was sad because, like, I'm looking around the room and I was like, she has damaged so many relationships in her life that people have chose not to be there, to celebrate her birthday, her big milestone. But I still showed up. Like, I wasn't talking to her, but I was like, no, I'll go. I think Tracy talked me into it. I'll go. I'll be there for her.
Can I ask, did any of her brothers go?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
one,
good.
I think, just one.
Well, that's
The
good.
other ones don't live here.
Yeah, the other ones don't live here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you were saying something else? You were going to say something else?
Because she said I talked, because I pretty much planned it with our older sibling. So.
Oh, okay.
I helped her plan it, I should say.
But I also remember when mommy turned 50 and stuff like that, we had like a surprise, like 50th.
And that
where
was
her
here.
Brother, yeah, that was here and stuff like that. And then we took her.
That.
No,
yes,
we went
I did.
to
Yes,
singing
I did.
Christmas trees and
Yeah,
stuff
I
like
did.
that. Her brother came and stuff like that. We had like a really nice, like, it was like a whole family thing. I think over the years that we all battled with each other and we stopped talking to each other because of other reasons. And some of it had related to mommy, some of it didn't. We can't give mommy all the blame for that, though.
No.
But that's just because of the mindset and stuff like that we had as we were growing up. But now we have open minds and we know everything's not black and white. There's actually gray, a lot of gray in between.
Mm-hmm.
Would
Life
you
in
agree?
itself does. Yeah, absolutely. But there is boundaries and you respect each other's boundaries, and that's that. I mean, you believe one thing, I believe it, but then we make our own decisions. Like I had that talk with my older sibling earlier today, like, and that's how we get along.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
We're not going to all agree.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's not how the other ones are.
It's like if you don't agree, then you're out of here.
Yeah,
basically.
Those three agree. They have their own, the three of them are close in that aspect, and that's them. They don't agree with us, and we don't agree with them.
Yeah.
And I, for the longest time, tried to play peacemaker, and then you wish me death, and I no longer forget that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I had two of those siblings have wished me death. Like,
yeah,
I'm sorry. I can't go to battle anymore. I'm done. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
I've never done that to you. Nothing like that. And for you to do that, no.
So can I ask you too, what's going on this week at the end of the week?
We have lots of 2 fun things.
No, but I mean, like for us, this upcoming weekend, we have
your granddaughter's birthday.
Granddaughter, and then also we're all gonna get together as siblings.
We actually are going to be all together in one room as siblings.
And the thing is that we all agree that it's about
my nephew, and I'm very excited for him. I'm very proud of him, and I really, really am excited for his special day. I'm really praying that none of the
but we
3 older ones act out.
But we've already asked them not to.
Yeah. I really don't think. I think his mother will be fine. I mean, she just cares way too much for him to act out of line. My brother, I worry about him, honestly. I really hope he does not do anything stupid.
And I don't think we have anything to worry about the other sibling.
No,
not at all. It's only the one.
Yeah, I worry about him, and then I think everything will be fine, honestly. I'm really excited to see my one niece. I mean,
Yeah.
both of my nieces really, but the one I kind of have built a kind of relationship with. She's so sweet. So yeah, I'm excited for the most part. I'm just hoping everything is, we will stay in our lane, and just hopefully they'll stay in their lane and go from there.
I was going to say, my plan is that we're going to go to the wedding and stuff like that. And we're probably going to stay for a short time because we have another event the next day.
Listen, I need to get a little dance in or something, okay?
Well, that's what. Listen, can I just say that that's what my granddaughter said. She goes, "Bibi, we're going to dance," and I'm thinking we might have to take Aunt Titi home with us. And I would like to say is that there's going to be some family, other members.
Yeah, I worry about them too. I mean, if they even try to say a word, I'm walking away. It's not their place. Yeah, it's not their place to say a word, and they just also need to stay in their lane.
Yeah, and I think that's another thing. People need to know their place and stuff like that, and you discuss things not at that place. If you have something to say to someone,
it's not the place or time.
No, but I'm saying talk on the side or whatever like that. So
not even on the side. It's not the place.
No. I'm saying communicate with the person before an event. That's another great point. Events and stuff like that, going to parties and stuff like that. Hey, listen, don't talk about that. You're going to see someone before time. Talk to them ahead and say, hey, listen, when we go to this event, this is what we do.
A lot of parties have been ruined because of people fighting at parties.
Yep.
Because they couldn't hold their mouth.
Yep. And they think that they have to make their point or something like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember one time at Christmas with your daughter. It was like the first time I invited everybody over for Christmas Eve, and your daughter Tiffany walked in, and then
just watch things.
Yeah, the one older sibling says something to her, and Tiffany didn't like it, and then.
By the way, Tiffany is a mini me.
The sibling left, but then the other sibling came and heard, and then she came at Tiffany, and it was like, what the heck just happened?
Yeah, my Tiffany does not play. She is her mama all the way. We all know that, and.
But like that's what I'm just like an example of like there's always a fight, an argument because people don't respect boundaries.
Yeah.
So.
No, I totally agree. And when Angel says about fights and stuff like that, it's not regular fights. I mean, it's fights.
No, it's like some Jerry Springer fights.
Yeah, exactly.
It really is.
Totally
because
crazy.
People don't know boundaries. And you have trigger tray and you have mini trigger tray. So there's no filters.
Exactly. I actually thinking that maybe we can do a part 2 of that. Thanks for the trauma. And we can have Tiffany on.
Absolutely. Until then. Thanks for the trauma.